There was a time when getting monetized on YouTube felt like a faraway dream. You needed patience, luck, and relentless consistency just to crack the code. Then came the infamous milestones: 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Creators hustled, streamed for hours, begged for subs all to cross the finish line into the partner program. But 2025 has arrived, and YouTube has shifted the game once again. The new rules for monetization are here, and they're shaking up the creator world in ways that will either open doors or slam them shut. So let's dive deep, not into rumors, not into surface-level summaries, but into the real meaning behind YouTube's 2025 monetization update. Because if you want to thrive as a creator this year, you can't just know the rules, you need to understand how they change the battlefield. The first truth you must accept is this: YouTube doesn't make changes to help creators. It makes changes to protect itself and grow the platform. Every tweak in policy is designed to keep advertisers happy, keep viewers hooked, and keep creators producing. When you read the new monetization rules, you need to see them for what they are: not obstacles, not favors, but signals. Signals of what YouTube wants, and therefore, what you must master. So what are these new signals in 2025? The headline change: YouTube is lowering the barriers to monetization, but raising the expectations for staying monetized. That means it's now easier to enter the partner program, but much harder to remain in it, unless you deliver. In practical terms, YouTube has reduced the subscriber and watch hour requirements, making monetization accessible to more creators than ever before. But here's the twist: once you're in, YouTube is constantly auditing your performance. Low engagement, high audience drop-off, or violations of content standards could see your monetization stripped away faster than before. Why is YouTube doing this? Because the platform has realized that creators are the lifeblood of its ecosystem, but advertisers are the heartbeat. The more creators they let in, the more diverse ad inventory they can sell. But advertisers don't want their brands sitting on content that feels low quality, misleading, or empty. So YouTube is handing out golden tickets to everyone, but only the creators who can prove their worth get to stay in the chocolate factory. Now, let's break down the specific rules. First, subscriber count. The new minimum has dropped, making it easier for small creators to join. But don't get excited too quickly. Lowering the subscriber gate isn't about generosity, it's about competition. By letting in more creators, YouTube ensures a constant flow of fresh content to keep viewers entertained. But it also means you're now competing with a larger pool of monetized channels. The battlefield is bigger, louder, and more crowded. Second, watch hours and shorts views. YouTube is finally putting shorts on equal footing with long-form video when it comes to monetization requirements. In 2025, you can reach eligibility not only through traditional watch hours, but also through viral shorts performance. This is YouTube's boldest signal yet. Short form is here to stay, and the creators who master it will have a shortcut to monetization. But beware, the retention bar is higher. A 10-second short that fails to loop, fails to engage, or fails to keep the audience hooked will not carry the weight of a 10-minute video. The algorithm is more ruthless than ever in filtering out fluff. Third, engagement metrics. Here's the kicker: YouTube is no longer simply counting your views, it's weighing your engagement. Likes, comments, shares, and, most importantly, repeat viewership are now baked into the monetization equation. Think about that. The system isn't asking, did people click? It's asking, did people care? This shift will wipe out creators who rely on clickbait and weak content loops. The homepage may give you a chance, but if your viewers bounce after 30 seconds, your monetization future is on shaky ground. And then there's the content guidelines, stricter than ever in 2025. We're living in an era of deepfakes, AI-generated clones, and sensational misinformation. Advertisers don't want their brands tied to chaos, so YouTube has tightened its grip on what qualifies as advertisers. Videos that flirt with controversy, exaggerate truths, or use AI without disclosure are at high risk of demonetization. Creators who ignore this will wake up one day to find their revenue streams cut off. Not because they lacked creativity, but because they ignored the fine print. But here's the fascinating part. Monetization in 2025 is no longer just about ads. YouTube is pushing creators toward multi-stream revenue models. Memberships, super thanks, live donations, affiliate integrations. These are no longer extras, they're survival tools. The algorithm now favors creators who diversify revenue because it signals community loyalty. If your fans are willing to pay you directly, YouTube sees you as a safer bet for advertisers. It's a win-win. The platform gets its cut, and you get a cushion against the volatility of ad revenue. Let's pause here and look at the bigger picture. For years, creators have seen monetization as a finish line. Get 1,000 subs, get 4,000 hours, and you're in. But the 2025 update changes the narrative. Monetization is no longer a finish line, it's a proving ground. YouTube isn't asking, can you get in? It's asking, can you stay? Every upload, every second of watch time, every community interaction is now part of an ongoing test. And those who pass will not just make money, they'll dominate the platform. So what does this mean for you? It means you need to stop thinking like a hobbyist and start thinking like a strategist. If you want to win in 2025, you must master 3 things. Retention, overreach. A million clicks mean nothing if no one finishes your video. Craft narratives that grip from start to finish. Structure your content like a story, not a dump of information. Community over virality. Viral videos may get you monetized, but only loyal viewers keep you monetized. Build relationships. Respond to comments. Make your audience feel seen. YouTube rewards creators who create ecosystems, not just one-hit wonders. Adaptability over rigidity. Shorts, live streams, memberships, long-form, experiment with all of it. The platform is evolving too fast to rely on one format. The creators who survive are the ones who pivot without fear. And here's the ultimate truth bomb. Monetization is no longer about YouTube paying you. It's about you proving that you're valuable enough for YouTube to partner with. The platform doesn't owe you anything. It owes advertisers results and viewer satisfaction. If you can give both, YouTube will reward you with the one thing you crave most: visibility. So ask yourself, are you ready for the new rules? Are you ready to stop treating monetization as a milestone and start treating it as a mission? Because in 2025, the doors are open wider than ever, but the standards are higher than ever too. The battlefield is crowded, the algorithm is sharper, and the rewards are only for those who play the game at the highest level. YouTube's new rules for monetization aren't here to scare you, they're here to separate the committed from the casual. Which side will you fall on?